Check. Mic. Check. Mic. Oh, let's do this. I am excited. Yeet. What's up, Noah? How are you, bud? How are you? Hey, Mo. Hey, buddy. Hey, good kitty cat. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Hey, good boy. Can you say hi? Say hi. Everyone's like, where's the cat cam? Where's the cat cam? Hey, Fraggle. What's up, SP8? Bill's Mafia. How are you? Definitely yeet. Skimp. What's up? Fraggy. And Telvin. What's good, guys? How are you guys so far? How are you guys? My cat just decided he wanted love as soon as I clicked the go live button, so I am currently holding a purring Momo cat, also known as Moriarty, or Mo, or Mosif Stalin. Hi, Momo. Or Moshmo. I hope you get him too, Noah. You get him too. What's up, Sandman? We have lots of nicknames for the Motato. What's up, Grubby? Shucky Ducky Quack Quack moment of the day. How are you, Ducky Schultz? Eagles, I got no new news whatsoever. I just have no bread, no water, just meat. I don't have Twitch app. How are you? Yeah. You gonna land my keyboard in purr while I try and do really bad gameplay in Cascade? Yeah, I think it is Extreme Rules. I don't think it's changed or anything has changed, so we could take a look at the blog if people want to, I guess. I don't know. I've just been playing it daily as it comes out, you know? What's up, Breaker Faith? Just been playing it daily as it comes out. That's typically what I do these days. Also, this weekend I'm going to the coast. So that'll be super nice. So I don't know. My preview video probably won't get done till Monday. So you guys will have to deal with that if you're looking forward to a preview video because I won't be here Thursday night. What's up, Restate? Hey, Ivy. How are you? The Oregon Coast, Breaker Faith, just for the weekend with the wife. We got a little house. Just gonna stay on a beach house for the weekend. It'll be very nice. Bill's Mafia. Out of the screaming loot, I pulled Ray gear. So I have Ray gear. Oh, nice, Ducky Schultz. That's awesome. Hey, Wilpus, how are you? What's up, Spider Guard? So yeah, I have Powerhouse Ray gear now. So that's kind of cool. So Jabroni, the plate currency I'm fine with. Um, I think that is completely fair. I think that would be a great resolution to send out plate swap currency for anyone that has Waller. I would be completely 100%, 1,000% fine with that one. The blue trainer ability I would like in the game, but to me that's unrelated to Waller because the multiply trainers are all going to be way stronger, way more impactful on him than flat blue K trainer. So to me, that is a non-factor when it comes to Waller. The 12K flat is worse than anything you could put on him, at least at silver, and I think even at bronze probably. But I do think we should have the plate currency, as you said. And in general, we should have a 12K blue since we have the others. So I do agree with what you're saying. completely, but just a different reason on the flat 12K. I don't think that really has anything to do with Waller, personally. I know. Yeah. You can put a lot of stuff on Waller now. You can put the dog ear gremlin plate. You can put the blue ultimate plate. It'll be. You can throw that pitchfork away, Evo. I don't think you have a valid reason to have a pitchfork. So you're welcome to try me, and we can logically talk about this. But I see zero reason whatsoever to have a pitchfork about Waller. They did rework him. I am 100% pro that. Multiply trainers? Really? I mean, Lex? Oh, well, let's debate then, Evo. Give me solid reasons why Waller shouldn't be changed. Give me your best one, Evo. I want your best reason why Waller should not have been changed. Your absolute best. Let's see what you got. Since I'm completely wrong. We can debate it and see. Dog Ear Gremlin plate has been on the same prize walls since Ronda's jacket. I don't think it's actually more rare. I think they're pretty similar and not rare. They've been relatively cheaply priced on the prize wall. People just didn't bother getting it because they didn't have a spot for it. So I don't know that I necessarily agree with that statement either. Anyway, I'm waiting for Evo's though. I want his best reason. Yeah, I think Ronda's jacket might actually be more rare. You have two Ducky. Telvin has 2 and 1 Ronda. I think I have 2 and 1 or 2 and 2. On mine, I could look, I suppose. I could switch over to that account while I look. You guys want to see since I have both up. I mean, so far, chat is saying even the people that have 1 jacket, 2 dogs. Yeah, that's the third one. Let me put a poll up. Let's see. Not that people are always honest on the poll, especially on Twitch, but we can do a poll. Question. Which do you have more? Have more of? Gremlin. Jacket. Neither. Or tied. 5 minutes. Polls up. And what account now? Eric's. I'm sorry, what? What? It was a card that was sold, although for you it was free. For pretty much anyone in the top 10, it was free. Promoted, people spent prize wall currency on for months and months. How do you justify that now? What's different, though? What plays different? What can you not do now that you could then? Continue waiting for your response. What can you not do now that you could then? And spent for? That caused you to spend. If you had a drip, you got him free. You didn't spend. So not allowing that comment. There's no way if you had a drip, you didn't get him for free. Gears still work just as well. Gears are not affected whatsoever. This does not devalue Gears at all. Gears didn't work on the drip plate anyway. So Gears is also not valid. Another BS point. The moveset was not based on the drip. That moveset worked without the drip. just like the blue one works without the drip. In fact, it works better than with a drip. It hits harder now than it did with a drip. You absolutely can. Have you guys ever played Diablo? Have you guys ever played any game with a competitive mode that didn't rebalance and change things? There is nowhere that says you can't change something that's unhealthy for the balance or gameplay. Absolutely nowhere. I challenge you to tell me a game that has competitive mode. Infinite how though? Infinite in less time. You didn't spend HD. I know for a fact. I'm calling BS. You didn't spend a dime on Waller. Know that for a fact. Rocker was even sillier because Rocker's better now. It wasn't turn one. He was using a sub. So it actually wasn't turn one. Much, much slower. I'm just actually waiting for a compelling reason why it's more important to have something that... Well, so actually I can tell you a big reason why, guys. So did you guys, any of you guys see the video I did on KO to help you farm faction points? Do you know how many top faction people were super pissy about that? They also accused people of feeding me that information like somehow it's super hard to figure that out with KO. And they were super pissed that other people were going to be able to do stuff as easy as their secret stuff. That's the majority of a lot of top players in this community. People don't like sharing information. They like keeping stuff to themselves. Everybody's in it mostly what's good for them. Very few people are interested in helping people. They might say they are, but they rarely do it. And it looks like, according to the community, more people have a gremlin plate than a jacket. Also. Yeah, Jabroni, I'm completely okay with what you say and how you said it. Actually. Also, I'm happy to tell you that in most cases, black gems are much, much easier. I don't know why it wasn't altered. Probably because we didn't have destroy multiply gems on farm back then. Should it have been changed then? Sure, but that's not what we're talking about now. Could they have changed it sooner? Yes. I never once said that they couldn't have changed it sooner. I wish they would have changed it before release, right after release, 2 months ago, a month ago, 4 months ago. All of that I agree with. That's not what we're talking about, though. You're saying it's bad to do it now because you didn't do it 2 months ago is silly. So they didn't do it, so they should just let it go and have a crappier game. What kind of logic is that? That's just ridiculous. The real deal is that people that wanted to or enjoyed AFK not playing grinding faction points are now upset because it's something that an unintended effect for a release card happened. That's not what's happening here, Evo. It's not even close to what's happening here. An unintended effect was occurring and they fixed it. Yeah, you could get rid of auto. I'd be fine with that. I didn't like it from the start. I use it because it's efficient. It is not the same stuff at all. Also, they can change anything at any time. There's nothing against that, nothing wrong with that. And every time this happens, you guys freak out. You same people freak out that it's terrible. You're done with it. You're never playing the game. You're not spending. Reality, you guys piss and moan about the same thing all the time, but you keep playing, you keep spending, and you keep doing the stuff. And honestly, I get sick of hearing it because it drowns out the valid complaints to make a better game. Because there are plenty of valid points to make a better game. You're arguing for a worse game right now. You're absolutely arguing for a worse game right now. You want it to be worse. You want it glitches to exist and not get fixed. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous for anyone that actually cares about the game. And I will 100% call you on that. 100%. This is not a bad thing for game health. Unintended effects and glitches should be fixed when they can be and when they are. And I will die on that hill. Absolutely die on that hill. Again, a horrible analogy. No one removed the engine from your car. Is this or is this not a bad change for game health, Bob? How is making Waller work right? Bad. It's unintended feature for him to autoplay infinitely and force people to force close a game if they don't turn one him because it keeps going forever. That is 100% unintended. We're not talking about when they should have. How is it wrong that they fixed the problem? You tell me how it's wrong that they fixed the problem. You're changing the subject. How is it wrong that they fixed the problem? You say you want a better game. They're fixing the game. How is that wrong? You tell me how it's wrong. What money did they make? Who was buying Waller to exploit multiply gem things, which just came out like a month ago? Who literally was buying Waller for that? Who? If you had a drip plate, you already had him. You weren't buying him for a drip plate exploit. People did gears doesn't change anything. The gears are still just as effective. Yeah, the card isn't any weaker, Phil. You're ridiculous. Here, let me just fix this for here. Let's show you this somehow weaker card now. You guys are ridiculous. Absolutely. You want to be mad about stuff, and there's plenty of stuff to be mad at Scopely for. Absolutely plenty of stuff to be mad at Scopely for. But honestly, nobody listens to you because all you do is bitch all the time. Literally, no one listens to you because you don't ever stop. It gets old. I don't even know why you play the game at this point, other than probably like to complain about it. I said token currency removal should go out. Again, we're back to square one. You say you want a better game, but they fixed a problem and you don't like it. So your actions don't line up with your words. But hey, I get it. For anyone in a bigger faction, oh yeah, 30 million. Yeah, he sucks. He's super weak. This is on my personal account, by the way, with no gear. He goes constantly. So if you fight Waller and you don't turn one him, he will not stop playing. And it's not useful for anyone other than people that want to make your gameplay difficult or farm multiply gems, not AFK. Mostly the people you're going to see upset about this are top 3 faction people that were using this and had more people with drip plate and stuff so they could keep other factions out of it. Those are the real people that are mad because this is bad for them because they have all the stuff. KO can't run on auto for hours. Because they pin people and it ends the match. Waller didn't end the match. Yeah, I do want to bet. It ends the match. Waller doesn't end the match when they run out of health. He keeps going. And again, what does that have to do with fixing the problem with Waller? What does that have to do? No, what does that have to do with fixing the problem with Waller? By the way, how is that related? We fixed this problem, but we shouldn't have fixed it because we haven't fixed this other problem. Yeah, we could cure cancer, but we're not doing that because we didn't cure AIDS, for example. You guys are ridiculous. Like, because you don't like it, you're inventing stuff for it. I'm using the new moves that changed from black to blue. Also, by the way, he's a blue boss killer now. Yeah, so this setup is right here, right? This is actually a one gear setup. I don't have gear, but this is one gear for feud. I just really kind of making a point though, because he's not worse. Most people are upset because he's worse, is what they're saying, and somehow their money was devalued. No money is devalued here. That's the thing. Gears absolutely matter. That's not what I said. For this set, gears absolutely matter. You're getting more value out of your gears, if anything. I get it, you guys in TNM don't like it. I really get why you don't like it. Just like you guys were all super pissed that I made a video about KO, which is pretty petty. I really get it. But go ahead. Keep talking about how you guys are all for the health of the game. But you're really what's in it for you. Now, don't worry. I saw screenshots. I got DMs. Heard all about it. Thanks, JL Niners. I'll try to do showdown videos every single time. Every time I can. You guys don't have a good reason for Waller not to be fixed. That doesn't benefit you. No, this doesn't screw the free-to-play people over. He's actually better now for free-to-play, Scott. Way better now. You're welcome, Supin. So, here, let me go to this one. Because mine has really good stuff. He's better than LA Knight for sure. No, they're not valid. You're just mad because it's more difficult for you. It's not a nerf, though. Waller isn't nerfed. So there's a bunch of different ways you can run him. Yeah, it says the people paying thousands for a game they hate, but my logic is nerfed. Oh, we already did a poll, Smite. More people have a Gremlins plate than have a Rhonda's jacket, by the way. So it actually, at least on the segment of people in here, it helps more people than it hurts. Now, I understand that a bunch of people here literally complain about any and everything, and if it makes the game better, they really don't like it. That's completely what I understand. Like, how does this make the game worse in any way, shape, or form? Literally. And for free to play, Blue Boss is a struggle. And this he's way better for Blue Boss now. There's tons of Black Gem people. In general, this is just better. Really, Bob, I'm not going to do this with you. You 100% know how it does. It doesn't make it better for you. I get that. Again, you guys at the very top that like to do your dick stuff is great. If you weren't using it, why do you care? If you weren't using it, why were your two factions all about that stuff? Really? That characters change that you paid for? Piper, you didn't pay for them. When have the things ever not been? Where does it say that things can't change? Where are things not balanced? Yeah, he hits higher now, Supin, yes. Because these moves flow better. And if you have, let's say, Brawn, it gives you more options. Otherwise, it's basically the same. It's pretty much identical in a regular set, but as you have better trainers, you can run. If you as you have Brawn, you can do more things and makes it better. Other than now, he won't infinite loop. So I just get sick of listening to the same two people stir up the community, and then a bunch of sheep freak out about stuff that doesn't even affect them. Like, seriously, get sick of it. There's so many issues in the game that could be fixed and worked on, but people don't listen to it because people literally complain about everything. Zfin sucks. Good luck. He's literally terrible. I mean, there's subject to change everywhere. They can change anything anytime. You don't own these characters. Nothing on your account do you actually own, by the way. That's in all the TOS for digital games unless it's a Web3 game. So, but yeah. What's that? What are your top requested changes? For me? What do you mean by changes? What are we talking about specifically? To the game? Like, in what regards? Are we talking bug fixes? Like, if it was up to me, what would like? That's a very broad question. Like, I need a more specific question because there's tons of stuff I would uh talk about the game. Oh, I don't know. What would they be that's more important than what? Than like whining about Waller? Is that what we're talking about? Whining about them changing Waller? Yes, it is. You're welcome to leave anytime. No one's forcing you to be here. Yeah, that would be useful. 100%. And I DM'd them for you specifically about that, too, Bob, which I said I did. That would be much more useful than whining about this. Still talking about CM Punk's finisher would absolutely be a better use than this. What you dude, there is the precedent's already there. Rocker, Sammy, Nakamura, precedent is already there. You're acting like you know what's going to happen? You same guys freaking out today in 2 days aren't going to complain about this anymore, just like Rocker, Sammy, and all of that. You act like this is some precedent that's going to ruin the game, that they're going to change everybody, that all of a sudden tomorrow Kaiser won't work, Dakota won't work. That's not how any of this works. Punk's finisher damage doesn't actually work on it. Yeah, but this isn't setting a precedent. There's no precedent being set. It's been this way the entire time. It's not my fault you continue to lie to yourself about it. Yeah, Sammy's actually stronger, Jason. But there's no precedent being set. This is nothing new. That's a ridiculous statement. What's yes, because that's comparable, Lux. Uh, it's just shocking. Um, 1 second. You said you wanted him to be fixed, and now that he's fixed, you're mad about the fix. So which is it you want? Do you want him fixed? Do you not want it fixed? I'm so confused. There's no consistency. It seems like you just want to be mad about something all the time. You want to fix? You're just mad it took so long. You just said. You just said it. It's truly for the game health. You brought it up months ago. It would have been fixed then, or would have been done then. This is your own words, dude. But it does need to be fixed. I absolutely agree on that. Yeah, Sandman, he's better. I think he's better because you have more options. So, anyway, you guys do you. They are supposed to be fun, Dave, but you'd be shocked. What does Braun do? Yeah, so it depends how you want to run him, Ken. So here's how, if you don't have Braun Breaker, this is how you would want to run him now. I would say likely is this with the yellow, and then you switch to Kofi like this here. This is the more free to play friendly way. And it's basically similar to the black, except you won't endlessly loot. If no Stroman, then you just use whoever has 2 yellow MP. Doesn't matter who. But whoever has 2 yellow MP. You don't need 17k Santa with this either. So then you just would start using blue gem damage base guys. Or multiply guys. So Memrock would be your #1 choice after Gunther. So Gunther 1, probably Memrock 2, and Sheamus 3-ish. So I'd probably run him something like this. This account does have gears, so the multiply gems are going to be higher than they should be. Mine doesn't, but it's 6-star silver. But it has a better strap, so I can switch over to mine. Oh, I'm on mine. Never mind. Multiple things here. So here, you didn't see any of what I just did. Let me start out. It is baller. I'm actually super excited about him for Blue Boss this way. I would never use him for feud personally. Before, after, now, I didn't use him for Showdown. I never put my drip on him. So, I don't have a dog in that fight. Nah, you can. There's a few different ways you can do it, but you could still run it this way. Yeah, Lex is a good call if you don't have that. So we can do that. Have I used yellow on him previously? Let me see. It depends. If there's Juggernauts, for sure SP8. If Juggernauts are nerfed, absolutely. Also, though, he gets so many multiply gems out, and the sub is really easy, and raise is really touchy. You can't always get it turn 1. Raise. So it's like really right down to the wire. So I think it would depend. I need to play it for sure, but you could easily hit the sub twice, and then convert the whole board of multiplies into blue. I think it would depend on the bonuses probably for me, like to know which way. But for sure, if no Juggernaut, I feel like it might be easier to play though. Flat Seamus would be better, yeah. I didn't like it either way, HD for sure. I thought it was ridiculous that it was able to be done to farm in Showdown, and I thought it was terrible for people that got trapped by it. You know what I mean? I hated both. So I do agree with you there completely. I think for a player, it's much worse running into it. Um, for a player, it's much worse running into it from that standpoint. As far as faction stuff, really, the only thing that typically changes is the top three. Rewards 4 through 10 are basically the same. Sure, like 8th, ninth, and 10th place change a little bit. But honestly, people like in my faction, like in 10th ranked factions, don't care about that stuff. Like, you guys were hitting like millions of points, and millions of points is like first in ours. Like a mid row point is like 500k. People really don't care. So I think the only people, like actually a small portion of the community in general, because it's not everyone in the top faction set Waller up that way for Showdown, but I think it's much less people actually care the farther you go. And if you're talking about percentage of the game, most percentage of the game doesn't give two craps what they do to Waller because they probably don't even know the changes half the time. The vocal people are a much smaller part of the community. Higher end players are a minuscule part of the community. So in general, I mean, like, I don't think a lot of people even realize what was going on for the most part. Most people don't even know Punk's finisher doesn't work quite right. Yeah, it should not take this long. I'm not arguing about that. It should not take this long to fix. Uh, yeah, it should have been fixed before he was released, for sure. Stunlock is not an infinite loop. They're two different things. So 4-7. So there's two different ways you can do this. We're gonna go with what's his face because more people have him. Yeah, Chunks, you needed a drip plate, so you're probably missing a drip. Who actually, other than somebody, the only people negatively affected by this would be somebody that has a potentially somebody that has a Rhonda's jacket and does not have a dog ear gremlin plate. Even with a drip, I don't feel like this is worse, Rusty. Unless you wanted to auto AFK destroying multiply gems or put in a defensive poster in Showdown that would stun lock people. So it's a much smaller portion, but I would be fine with if they let anyone with a Waller have a trade-in from a whatchamacallit, Rhonda's jacket to a dog ear gremlin plate. I could completely get behind that, actually. This is on my account. I don't really want to take it off. So I either have gears or no gears or my account. So I don't really want to take the plate off of my account. But I mean, I can just simulate the 50%. And I already said 100% that I think something should be done. And I mentioned this to Scopely that 100% they should, anyone with a Waller, go ahead and mail them strap parts in the plate or in the mail. Those are things that should happen because I agree with that. With very few removal parts, that's a pain in the butt. These are things and feedback I completely agree with, and these are things worth talking about. 100% agree with them. I get behind that. I can support that. I think that's awesome, right? If you let yeah, 100% agree with those. Actually, I agree with that too, Evo. I don't think plate should cost money to move because it discourages creativity. So I think it should at least at bare minimum go to 5 free and 20 paid. But yeah, I don't compensation. I don't think this really is a compensation thing, but I do think plate removal currency going out to anyone with Waller is a good thing. And I would also be fine, completely fine, and agree with swapping of a Rhonda's jacket for a dog-ear gremlin plate. On the outside chance you were one of the few people that went after Waller to use with a Rhonda's jacket. That completely makes sense to me. So I could get behind that stuff. Again, that's good conversation in my opinion. And Showdown not having energy would be awesome too, but then it would be even more grindy. So, all right, there's multiple ways you can do this, of course. So if you have the yellow people, yellow MP guys, you can do that. More people have blue, you can do blue. This SP8, the ultimate plate that you were worried about isn't going to affect this because I won't be hitting this plate. So this ultimate plate won't affect it on the first time through. That's the other reason for this. Yeah, I think we all agree there. But I mean, this to me, I feel like changing things. Like, so I think it personally, I think it's stupid that KO does stip for every color. I personally think that's stupid. I don't think that's good for the game at all. I realize people have invested in like promoter for KO and stuff like that, you know? Um, what I wasn't thinking here. I was talking too much. I messed my trainers up, so this is all wrong. Anyway, because I'm talking too much. No, Memrock's better restate. This isn't right anyway, so it's all wrong. Which is fine, because I'm an idiot. No, nothing new there. Not very many people can. But I think it's dumb he's used in every step. Like I would just not. I'd ban him from stip like pin bar not moving, but whatever. That makes sense, IK, because it stifles creativity in my opinion. You know what I mean? But whatever. No beef with KO. I just think it's dumb that you use one person for every color stip. It's not even stip. Exactly. Pin bar does not work in stip. That's why I said they made that change after it. He's dead now, so no reason to use the second. I'm not saying nerf KO. And also at this point, like I said, a ton of people invested in him to use in stip. But yeah. The reason they put no move pin bar was because of Ocha. Because he was winning every stip tour. That's why it got put in. Because he was willing to play a ton. I actually don't think that should have happened because he was actually playing a ton. All right, well then whoever it was Ocho used. Who wasn't it like Tech Hogan? Was it Tech Hogan? I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, but they made a bunch of changes after that. Hey, if you want to take your Grayson Waller, if you want him de-leveled and your tokens back, if you use the one token, you get your one token back. If you want your coin, your TP, whatever tokens you use back, I'm completely okay with that. He to me he's a boss battle character and nothing else. Right? That's why he's leveled up for me and he's kind of fun. But if you're like magically if you're unhappy with it, that's another thing I'm okay with. If they just reset everyone's Waller and you got whatever you invested back, sure. Go for it. Again, I'd be fine with that. These are things I can get behind when they change something. 100%. Also, I was thinking about doing a giveaway today, guys. I got the okay to actually do a giveaway. Shockingly, is that something you guys are interested in? Yeah, Scott, 100% will agree with any of that. 100%. Yes, for real, Scott. I'm not joking. I'm not trolling. Yeah. Well, not you, Professor, but it would be open for anyone other than CCs. Well, so while I am a Scrooge and I do get bent about a lot of stuff, Jabroni, you might be on the right track. I do think there's certain times when it's cool to actually. I mean, the stream has been distracted enough today that it doesn't really matter. SP8. Guess what? I mean, if I can, I'll ask if I can also give away a dog ear gremlin plate. Let me ask. If he didn't go to sleep. Otherwise, maybe I'll just say I will and not give him a choice and see what happens. Are you still there? But no, I did want to give away some stuff. A drip plate to drip. How about instead of a drip plate, a seance or a Whopper plate, Bob? Would you prefer one of those? Yeah, nah. I mean, so I'm really passionate about this game. Like, I argue with Bob today. I argued with Evo today. I argued with SP8 today. These are all people I really like. Just full disclosure, these are people I really, really like. But I will argue with anyone about stuff because I'm passionate about the game. You know what I mean? So, like, I actually like the game. I did Southside. And you know how many people in TNM I'm friends with, like, and have played a ton of time with? Like, some of my best memories in the game are from TNM. Literally. Literally boss battle in TNM in voice chat. Some of my best memories in this game. So many good people in there. I had a ton of fun in there. So, oh yeah, I do that all the time, Kitsu. I think I also insulted Woken too. I would love that, Evo. Again, I would love that. I, like most of you, actually just want a better game. I mean, who doesn't want a better game? Yeah, L-Boy, I agree. You just put some nuts in your mouth, HD? Me too. Yeah, Pack, I don't think we've argued either. Arguing is fun. That's part of my problem. I like to argue. Most of the people I argued with today are used to it from me. And they know I like them. Or love them in some cases. And I have a big mouth and I run it. That's nothing new. But, I mean, when I care about the game, that's probably best than when I don't. The problem is if I care too much. Because then I just get upset about everything, and I don't like being upset. Because I play the game to have fun, generally. Are I argued with Rusty? I don't think so. Yeah, DJ, I love you. I've definitely got into it with DJ before and felt bad about it. It depends, Lux. So one gear Waller can expect to do about 30 million with the subset. No gear Waller, depending on what you have, anywhere from like 14 to 25, 20, 22 million, something like that. But it also depends what you have. Yeah, one gear Lux, do you have Braun Breaker? He can do 30 million with the sub, double sub setup thing. Yeah, you can do like 30 million. No, I only kayfabe hate DJ. But I've argued with DJ before too. Currently though, we're having a love fest and we're together upset at T Unit for cheating us out of the polls. But yes, I am gonna do a giveaway today. And I'm trying to get more currently. We're a tag. T Unit is the champ. But no, I mean, like, I just get really frustrated. Honestly, do you know one of the why I don't stream as much? I'll be completely transparent. Zmay, that would be funny. Do you know why I don't stream as much now? because when problems happen and people get upset, it actually makes me really upset too. When you guys are upset, I get upset, and it's not good for me or healthy for me because I actually try to have fun playing the game. So when you guys all get upset, it makes it really hard for me to enjoy playing the game or being online and stuff. So like today I wake up and oh, I didn't put the right trainers on, did I? I totally didn't put the right trainers on per normal because I'm talking. But all I see is people pissed off all over Discord, and it like totally ruins my day because I'm upset because everyone else is upset. Like it sucks because I'm kind of a like I like when I like the game, I want the game to be better for everyone. So just ignore all of this because I used the wrong trainers like a numbnuts because they didn't put the blue move back in. Runes like runes of magic, not runes like ancient rune. Yeah, Rusty. So it makes it really hard for me. So like I see the Waller change and the first thing I think is how can I make him better like than he was before? And so he works better for the community, right? So it's not as bad for them. That's what I think. Zfin is terrible, jabroni. That completely whiffed, which is part of why I don't like these builds in general. Bro, what do you mean, Evo? How do I feel about Ludwig? Probably Bubba's specs? Yeah, I'm confused. This is, in general, I struggle with wanting to run these type of builds, by the way, which is also why you need the other move in, but last Twitter blast? At Evo, pretend I didn't see it. Pretend I didn't see it. Yeah. Hmm? What? What do you mean Ludwig being changed? What do you mean it's on my channel? What channel? I don't know what you're talking about. Legitimately, stop confusing me. It's too easy. Oh, my Discord. What? That helps. Oh, that's a fake. I see it. That's funny. That's a good fake, though. You're gonna get people very good with that one. Yeah, Rusty. Yeah, he hits hard with that. For sure. That's I got too much here. Rusty, let me go to my Rusty, you said you have one gear, right? I'm pretty sure Rusty does not have Memrock. Also pretty sure he said he had one gear. Do you have Brawn Breaker? Anyway, if you have Brawn Breaker, it's this way with that. And then it hits pretty hard if you have one gear. I think he said he had one gear. Rusty does have Mem? Okay. No Brawn, but one gear? Okay. This is the Brawn setup with one gear. You double sub it to proc the plate twice and then fill the board up with multiplies. And it just gives you a massive boom. Oh well, those two are fine. Again, not something I personally would use, but it hits really hard. Yeah, I got you, Rusty. No Braun, which is fine. You just don't. You can't really do it twice. What's up, BG? Braun just lets you hit the sub twice, so in a row, so you fill the board up. That's all. Plate and boss would stack infinitely, but it's 2 turns, so I think you stack it twice, Lux. Twice with 2 turns. Yeah. What's... Oh, I was on the wrong screen that whole time. Oh my gosh, I gotta quit switching accounts. For the love of Pete. Yeah, Braun, everything, Zandel. I gotta quit switching accounts though. You just literally missed... Everybody missed the thing I just did anyway. So yeah, that explains it. I suck at streaming so much. Um, yeah, he is useful for this feud. With this bit, with this, yeah, in the blue buff, you wouldn't use Braun though. You'd have to go Lawler. Yeah, BG, like it's it, like the guys have said, it would have been much better to fix it much sooner. You know what I mean? Much, and I agree with that. That's not something I would disagree with. So, but I fixed at some point to not have the infinite loop is better than not fixing it. Does other stuff need fixed too? Yes. It could. Can you make a case that stuff is much more important than this to fix? Yes. I'm not... I don't know the reasons why. I don't know the timing and stuff like that. These are things I can agree with, but I don't think actually fixing it is a bad thing. That's more what I'm trying to say. I excuse me, I get why people might be frustrated other stuff wasn't fixed instead. Right. I would much rather have a strap filter. I waste so much... Or a search in this. I waste so much time doing that. These are things I would much rather have. But, you know, I don't... Those... That stuff all I don't understand, out of my control. But fixing something is better than nothing. So feud, you could run it this way for sure. This feud. That would be good too, HD. Right. But I'm not going to get mad when they do fix something that causes people issues either. Even if it's not maybe the most important thing, like, or something I want fixed for sure. Because this doesn't affect me. But yes, I am giving away a 6-star bronze Waller today to a lucky winner, and this would work in feud. Mellow is Haze. Yeah, Portal is kind of a pain. I try to avoid it like the plague. Yeah, I think it would be... I'm in no way, shape, or form am I saying like it would be... I would have preferred... I mean, I'm saying I would have definitely preferred the fix right away. Obviously. Yep, 6SB wall. Merrick's is doing a giveaway. Ben, I don't think so. But you're welcome to ask Furpo. But yeah, this would work in feud for sure. You won't need to hit enter. I'll just sweep the chat with whatever the thing is that I need to look up because it's been a year since I did the giveaway. I have it bookmarked somewhere. Then I hate you. I'll allow that, Ben. I hate me too some days. But not everyone has them 6-star full stars. Hmm. If I ever sell my beard, you're welcome to have it. You want to Evo? If it made money, I'd be down for it. I actually do like the Waller changes. This was this one, Sandel is all. So this will work this feud if you want to run him. It's not for most people. When I win, I'd like to go and claim. Yeah. Yes, Bob. I'm sure. Can I do the same? How would it, Derek? You could run Matt in feud, but then you would also need Santa Hogan. Or if you're talking about the blue line bonus, yeah. If you have the bottom blue line bonus, it'll hit harder. This, but it's he's not, this moveset doesn't hit particularly hard without certain things, but it'll probably win a lot. I don't know, everyone's at a different spot for their feud rosters. Obviously Bob would never feud with this guy this way. I wouldn't, One True wouldn't, people a lot better at feud than me would never feud with Waller with any of the setups, even the one that hits like 30 million, right? Because it's 2 subs, etc. But he is useful for wins for a lot of people, and I don't think that changed for people that were using Waller for wins, or Waller for wins. I don't think that changed. No, Rusty, absolutely not. But it's 2 cycles. 3 cycles. Yeah, it's like a 3 cycle, 2 or 3 cycle. This loadout. Yes, he is a boss battle beast for green and now blue. Good. Are you saying trainer wise a good replacement for Gunther? Correct, Evo. Especially if you have the gear. Triple green is dirty with the gear. Showboat Miz would be fine. Memrock would be fine. 30% blue gem damage would be better if you have Zombie Becky. Isn't Zombie Becky 30% blue? Hey, triple purple Ludwig would be pretty good if you had that plate that I don't have. Yeah, Gunther's amazing for him, but yeah. Oh, I've had better days. I pissed off a bunch of people, made other people not pissed off. Normal Merrick's day, really. I'm like the worst person to stream with this stuff. He's the 30% blue. Oh, yeah, Devon is. Yeah, if you have Devon would be good. Thanks, SP8. I beg to differ. Yeah, not everyone. Some people like it. Yeah, so you could use Devon. Isn't Zombie Becky? You could use China. Since you're changing the multiplies blue, both of those would be better than Miz. You could use Santa for the flat. And then you could use... There's too many trainers now. You know what would be better is a search function for your trainers. I don't know. Hellboy, LA Knight was pretty disappointing for me, to be honest. If you have his gear, I think maybe he's not disappointing. Rusty, I could get behind that. If you want, most of LA Knight's damage is from his traps. Absolutely, Iron Sheik. I wouldn't think you were trolling me anyway, Iron Sheik. So I've known you a long time. I don't think you've ever trolled me. So what's up, buddy? I'm happy to try and answer it if I can. I also really appreciate you, by the way, Iron Cheek. Really good dude. I think the giveaway it can't be a code because it has to be put on your account. The giveaway is sometime before I end stream. I wish I could, DN Grubs. I wish I could. Speaking of that, though, I need to look at the thing I have bookmarked for giveaways here somewhere because I don't think I've done a giveaway in more than a year. Streaming. I think it's under streaming. Random name picker. And then I just pick everyone that shows up in the stream and paste it in there. That's the one. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, not that one. Yeah. But no, LA Knight, unless if you don't have his gear, is kind of rough. Perfect. Number of winners one. Did I miss Sheik's? Have you ever? No, I have not been to Australia. I would love to go, but not anywhere in the country because all the monsters want to kill you. Hey, 619, how are you? But I'd love to see Australia. $100? That's awesome. Yeah, Bob's getting a drip plate and then cashing it in with his money in bank contract for a seance or a Whopper plate. I'm not sure which he decided. He didn't get nerfed. Unless you only have a Rhonda's jacket and you don't have a dog ear gremlin plate. Ooh, so the Jug MP plate would be really fun on Striker Bradshaw with the new plate. A BK Whopper Jabroni, yeah. You have a Gremlins plate, then no, he didn't get nerfed at all. He's good. Yeah, okay. No, so Sheik, I would love to see Australia, but the city parts, because I feel like going in the outback would be a great way to die, because everything's poisonous and wants to kill you. Do people actually want me to play a Z Balor tour? I don't think he has a best move set. Yeah, Noah. He's really good that way. Especially if you have some of the Jug people like Seth or what's his face. I don't think anyone wants to see Zombie Balor gameplay. He's terrible. You're probably not winning anything with Balor. Good luck. Cash kickouts and props. Cash kickouts and props. So, actually, your best move set for Balor is this. Hold on. No, you didn't miss it. I might do that on my stream, but not on the official channel. If you guys have a better idea than random name picker for the Waller gear, I might entertain thoughts. So your best move set for Zombie Balor is this, Rusty. Hold on. There. That's your best move set for Zombie Balor. Oh yeah, for sure, Jabroni. Guess no. I don't. I mean, that would be chaos. I'd miss somebody. Do you guys want to see the actual build set I really like for Waller though? Like how I would feud with him if I had gear? Does anyone actually want to see that? Midweek isn't it the Extreme Rules tours for zombies and stuff? I think. Question mark. Yeah, they had it up on the blog. Should still be there. Oh, this right here, this I'm switching back and forth between mine and the CC account. This is the CC account at 6-star bronze. Not mine now. So these aren't mine. House of Heme. And I waffle. You guys that Evo, you've played him a bunch. Do you think he's better? I feel like he's probably better with going with the 3 extra green gems like this, because then you're gonna match probably all the multiplies, but I don't know if you agree or not and you've played him more. But I feel like the 3 extra greens might be better. I'd cascade anyway, you're probably not. Hurtful, but true. Ooh, if I could get one tattoo of any Pokemon, which would it be and why? That's a solid question. Black green is better for you? Thanks, Evo. I'll do that next. Yes, but there isn't always enough to get 49. But there is always some. You are correct. Uh, I wouldn't be Snorlax. That's a 20% strap. It's 8 million at 6-star bronze. He kind of needs a hundo and both gears. Honestly, it would probably be Charizard or Blastoise. I'm thinking it would be Blastoise, though. I think I used this here. You're here to win Waller. Excellent. Well, it's the right place to have a shot at winning Waller. Mm-hmm. Gotcha, Evo. Yeah, Chaga. Um, that's what mine is on my personal account. He hits for like 15 million for me that way. On tours, he would hit harder in feud. Not quite hard enough for me, but he's a solid showboat. Like, regardless of how you play him, I think he makes a top 10 showboat. He's very flexible, but he's awesome for boss battle. That's why mine is 6-star silver. He can do a ton in boss battle. Oh, almost cascaded it. Yeah, I missed the multiply that time. Although it did hit for 9.9. So that was much better with the flats. Mellow's amazing, restate. Yeah. But not for boss battle. Nice, L-boy. But Waller's really, really solid. Like, on a lot of accounts, I see him being pretty dang useful in general, even if it's not something I like necessarily. But yeah, the blue moveset can hit ridiculously hard now. If you have Brawn, you just double the sub up. Yeah, Green Nightmare plate would be great, Evo. Eventually, we got to get one, right? Eventually. Yeah, I get you, Bob. You'd never use him for feud, like I said. There's no way you would. Like, really, for anything, you have better options. You have Mellow and stuff. Uh, in what scenario 619? So I would say Nakamura probably for most people, but it depends how you're using him. If you're going to use him for boss, I would say Waller for sure. If you're going to try and feud with them, maybe Nakamura, assuming no gears. It just depends how you're going to use him. No, always grinding. That's a troll. Unfortunately. It's a troll. Well, fortunately, it's a troll. Kaiser's fine.
Oh yeah, gotta go.
Okay, drive safe. Let me know when you get there.
I might let you know when
If you remember, let me know when you get there. What's that, Ducky Schultz? So you don't. His move damage isn't high regardless. So Fury 2 is the important part. I mean, like, there's other stuff you can do too. Like, if you want to mess around with the finisher, I mean, you can easily do that. It's just different trainers now. You could, Ducky, it doesn't, it's really minimal damage. So it's not particularly a big deal, you know? Depending on if you have Braun or not, I think he's better fixed if you have Braun than he was before. But for a lot of people, I think it's a wash. They won't notice too much difference either way, depending on which MP trainers you have and what you want to do. I'm sorry, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Because he gives yellow and blue MP, and he allows you to do more stuff, as it were. Yeah, it's probably best to do it this way. This moveset's kind of funky. The double finisher, it's fun. I forgot about it, but it's fun. Doesn't hit as hard as I would like, but it's still not bad, actually. Double finisher's pretty fun. I wish the first one set the middle multiplies off. Yes, Striker Braun, Taz. Striker Braun, so let me show one more time, like, if you have Braun, he hits really hard. I will show that one more time. On mine. But it's... And some people like this gameplay, I do not, but he's still good. Is he on the NXT moment? He's not, is he? No. Is he? Waller's on the NXT moment? Oh, Braun Breaker. Yeah, Braun Breaker's crazy. At Striker, he's nutty with the moment. I thought you were saying Waller was. I'm like, what? Where'd I miss that? Wouldn't be the first time. Yellow. Where are you? Why am I blind? There you are. I'm probably worse, Ducky. Oh no! Don't do that. It worked out fine because that's the move I would hit anyway. It's the sub. There is a clear difference between Braun and Braun. Janasty Booty. One is booty and one is nasty. See what I did there? id I haven't, because you can't. You did not see that coming. So this is gonna hit stupid hard. Just FYI. Yeah, not. I missed a bunch of multiplies, so not as hard as I was hoping, but still not bad. That's with no gears. With one gear, he gets much, much better, and with two gears, he gets pretty insane for that build. That's what she. Yeah, Braun's ridiculous with them. There, that NXT moment makes so many people so good. Wes Lee is crazy with it. I mean, like, it's just a really good moment. If you happen to have one gear in Braun, then he gets really nutty. This is kind of the like for boss. This would be the dream for boss. No, no, it's not. This would be the dream for boss. One gear with this setup for blue boss right here. Oh, chef's kiss. Your whole board would be multiply gems, literally. Define good scon. I would say no, but that's also dependent on your roster. You know what I mean? Just because I don't think he's good doesn't mean he might not be your best option. But this in boss with a board full of multiplies would be really, really good, because that's 25 million. Or the middle line bonus in feud, not this one because yellow's nerfed, but you could still run it with the blue up into the yellow. You just don't sub twice, but it is still runnable this feud, which is good. But yeah, that's be really good for blue boss. I'm actually excited about him for blue boss, because that's one I struggle with until Devon recently. Basically, Devon, Mutant Roman, Ray when you can use him, but you can't always use all of them. So it's like 351. Yeah, D'Lo, Ducky. D'Lo's very good too. Yeah, it's like 351, so I probably will pick a winner. I'm going to need you to send me your in-game name if you win, exactly like it is in-game. If you don't send it to me exactly like it is in-game, you won't get it. It depends, like most things, Rusty, on what you have. I would say in a vacuum, I would say that Hall of Fame Ray is better. However, I think if I had both Waller gears, I would use Waller over Ray way, way more. I mean, in DMs, in chat, it doesn't really matter. In chat's fine as long as I see it. You know what I mean? In chat is just fine. You oh, I don't want to win Waller, Bob. I already has on that account, and my other one is Starfield. So let me grab the names here. This can be problematic at times. So let me grab them all and see if I can not screw that up. Okay. Here, and then I'll of course have to tab over so I don't get accused of cheating when a friend wins it. Okay. I think I have something for this. Probably. Have anything embarrassing on my screen? No. No lewds of me? Sure. No lewds of Rusty. We're good. Just shrink this down a bit. I guess that's fine. Uh, where's the shuffle button? Oh, I haven't used this forever. Shuffle. There we go. Shuffle. Bunch of shuffles. I should probably pull Twitch chat out where I can see it too. Alright. The screen's gonna get weird. Screen is gonna get weird. Twitchception. It probably crashed the thing. I better stop. That's so weird that it does that. It's kind of trippy. It's kind of cool. It's kind of trippy. It's the. You know what? I just won't be able to see chat. It's fine. I don't need to. Okay, here we go. Winner is going to be whoever this is. Low-key, I'm hoping it's somebody interesting. Oh, lonely e-girl. Is there an oh, lonely e-girl in the chat? Eh. Why can I not see chat now? Oh my gosh. I wish I knew how to stream. Which button? That button. There we go. Keezy, I have no idea. That's a great question. Yeah, I got some rusty loots, absolutely. Do we have the here comes he says. Sounds like a trap. Gets the Trillius Twitch name. I feel like it might be a bot. I don't know. Kitsu. It does. It looks like oh, we're gonna call it a bot. It took too long. We're spinning it again. Redraw. Redraw. It sounds like a bot. PSA, do not DM that person. All right, let's truffle shuffle. All right, I hope this one is interesting. Oh, that's hilarious. BG Dats. I know this guy. I know BGD Dad was in the chat. Is he still here though? Hash Brown's rigged. Woohoo! But she is lonely. Hey Sensei. BG Dats. What do you set like type in chat? Oh my gosh, Tubop! You did not just say that. That's hilarious. I am not reading that. That is freaking funny. I love you, Bob. BG, what is your in-game name exactly as it appears in-game? Oh my gosh, Keezy. Okay. All right. So people came for cable. They maybe stayed for the giveaway. And do you guys actually want to see anything Waller related, not Waller related, or talk about anything else? Also, Gumsy, if you're still here, apologies. We will do it next week. Special thank you to SPA, to Bob, Evo, and all of TNM for not stabbing me with their pitchforks when I may have deserved it at some moments. Okay, yes, ID. You can all leave now. I can't explain moments. You want to see Ludwig triple purple? Bob, it actually would have been a good win for you because you could have fused him right up. What's I doing? Oh, moments. Okay. So basically moments. Let's get on the right screen here. Ludwig triple. I can't help you there. You don't really have to do anything once you have them. Oh, Bob's got me saying lots of ridiculous stuff, IK. Pitchforks, that's fair, Kitsu. That's fair. I don't know how many people Waller would have been new for. It's probably a fuse for most people. So when your moment shows up, they're at level 1. They do what they say they do here at level 1, which is a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I used to be on the lounge fairly often, way, way back, Sensei. As you level them up, they do more things, right? Eventually, you get them to a max level, and then you have to evolve them, which involves having them at certain levels. 6-star bronze, a minimum. This one has 5 superstars. Yeah, I think a lot of you guys probably would have respun it. So once you have them, you're automatically using them. Right? Does that make sense? And they work in the specific game mode. If a game mode isn't specified, then they work everywhere. Like this one. These work everywhere. Yeah, they're automatically loaded at the level you have them at in the mode they work on for who they work on. Does that make sense? So, like, this Thunderdome works on the pictured people, and it does what it says in Showdown right here at the level they're at. Does that make sense? Really? Big G BGD, you didn't have Waller? Well, that's freaking awesome, dude. That's hecking great. Hey! Okay, guys, no matter what, something good came out of today. I feel like a semi-decent human being today. We got somebody a Waller who didn't have one. That's freaking awesome. Did that explain the moments okay? I don't have Twitch app. That's actually really awesome. I should do giveaways more often. That was cool. Yeet. Okay. Anything you guys want to see? My account, another account. Like, if you want to see a specific skill plate because you don't have currency, I can switch to the CC one and we can run whatever. I got actually Mrs. Merrick's isn't here, so I have no time frame. If enough people want to see Zfin, free to play is okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is the 6 months is up, and it's really the free to play is pretty frustrating for anything other than feud. How do I personally run Z Sammy? I will show you mine. Because in Showdown it's super hard to do much of anything on the free to play, and boss, I just don't have characters. So most of the events, when you're used to playing a bunch of events, are really frustrating on the free to play besides feud. Feud is fun and I can do well and I can get good rewards ish for my time spent. Like I was almost able to get the book this last feud, which was a first time thing. A little ways off still, but that was pretty cool. But Showdown, and anytime there's a showdown, um, anytime there's a boss battle, it's pretty terrible on the free to play. Not gonna lie. So it gets kind of frustrating for me. So I have to decide if I'm gonna keep it going for another 6 months or not, but or 3 months. But I mean, like, it's. I feel like it definitely helped me understand a side of the game that I had forgotten about or didn't remember at all. And I think I'm more cognizant of that now. Um, for sure. So I think it was useful that way. I just don't know, like, I'll probably still play it, but mainly just dink around and feud with it a little bit and see how, like, so 6 months in and I still am missing 3 of the base MP trainers makes it really hard to, like, most tours, if they have somebody that's turn 1, I just automatically die, so I can't even do a lot of the tours. Um, there's no reason 6 months in you should still be missing half of the MP trainers in the game that are, like, 5 and 6 years old and needed to do the simplest of things. That's kind of ridiculous. Agreed, HD. Yeah. So, Sammy, I personally run him this way. Um, all the time because it's really easy. There are ways you can hit harder and need less potentially, but based on what I have in my roster, this is just super easy to run Zombie Sammy. I think he clears like 30 million a turn, and it's every feud. It's only one color, so I only have to worry about it if green MP is nerfed. It's just really, really easy. And I don't have to worry about switching it and all of that stuff. Well, I think it's easier for a new player now than ever before, but it's still super hard when 6 months in you're still missing them. Chunks. Any 2 green MP is fine. So Tyler Breeze. I do not have Sammy's gear yet. I anticipate having it before this is over. With his gear, you could drop the Pyro Plate. To be honest, the Piper Plate, easily drop it with this. The Sheik Plate is nice because the move damage on this hits 6.53. But with the gear, you could easily drop the Piper. To be honest, this is just so I never have to worry about wiping anyone's health. Because he does 20 million gem damage after about 7 million move damage. But Sammy gear, in my opinion, is by far the best gear on the prize wall. And I don't think it's close. But I am biased, for sure, against Sam. So take that with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean I'm right. So if you don't have the Sheik Plate, if you do have Roxanne, what do you want to do to piss me off? Roster check? You have so many unleveled people, Bob, it wouldn't piss me off. I'd just be like, how do you do that with so many unleveled people? Like, Bob has the best roster of not level. Bob could probably, people could probably top 20 feud with people that Bob hasn't even leveled. So if you have Roxanne, this is super, super good for Sammy as well. Evo, if you're gonna run like Seance on Ray too, I could agree with that. Right? Or like boss battle trickeration. Ray, I got Ray's gear today, by the way. So I'm excited about that. Boss battle trickeration, absolutely. Ray's gear is huge. So I can get behind that, Evo. Yeah, you can do a lot with Ray with his gear. So arguably more I will say you're right in the fact that it makes a bigger difference for Ray than it does make a difference for Sammy. You're right in that. I think you're right saying that. Yes, HD. I think that's probably, but is the cost significant enough to make it have better value? Right? What's the Ray gear cost versus the Sammy gear? Is the which has better value, do you think, based on the cost? Let's say if you're missing like shards of people and things like that. Who's OG Braun, Supin? Like OG Braun being which Braun? Like just specifically the which there's a lot of bronze in the game now. Powerhouse Braun? Uh I can look at him in a second. Maybe. If he's got 3 blast moves. South side. Yeah, Evo. So the only real reason is it just gives you more options. Honestly, Sammy doesn't need it now. It seemed except it'd be huge for boss, and then also big for boss battle, right? So I guess it depends what we're talking about specifically. I believe you need Breeze and Santa. for this one. I think that gets us our 7 across the board. I love it that DJ's here in a show of unification to gang up on T-Unit, using the money in bank to screw us both. This is also really easy. You just have to worry about 2 colors potentially being nerfed with MP. But obviously, this is going to hit stupid hard. No, I don't hate 2, Bob. 1, hate is a really strong word. There's not a single person in all of WWE Champions that I hate. I like 2, Bob. Two Bob and I go back. I love Two Bob. Two Bob and I go back. Yes, I do hate all of TNM, especially SP8. How far, Two Bob? Frickin'. Very few people have known me longer. Arrogant has known me longer. That still plays. And then some of the original Victorious guys. Powerhouse Braun, can he do 3 blasts on 1 turn? I kind of highly doubt it. But sorry, Kitsu. Kitsu, you're a super nice person. I don't see anyone disliking you, to be honest. You know? Technically, yeah, it looks like you could get it 3 times, but not on turn 1. Let me check the charge of the black move, because I might be lying to you. Because you could use Braun and Woods and load the 2 purples. So let me check the charge on the one I don't have. Here. On a tour, potentially. It's 8 MP. So you could on a, let's see. With tour perks, he's telling you maybe the truth. Hold on, it only makes, what's it do at silver? No. 8 MP on the black move. So what do you got? 4 for mellow. 3 for your turn. So you would need mellow, Santa. No, you could. You absolutely could on a tour with tour perks. With mellow and Santa and JBL. But it wouldn't be anywhere else. But yeah, he's telling you the truth. You can proc Titan 3 times on a tour. Yeah, that was years ago. To Bob, like so long ago. Dude, that would be amazing, DJ. If we ever meet up, we're playing ping pong for sure. Maybe some foosball, air hockey, for sure figure skating, and definitely badminton. NFL Supercard? Oh my gosh, HD. So yeah, no, he's not lying to you. Braun could do it on a tour, but not in feud. Yeah, no problem, Supin. He is not lying to you. Okay, what else did people want to see real quick? What was it? I do, Kitsu. I 100% know you're in TNM, yes. I'd play lawn darts. Croquet. I don't like being outside a ton, though, so I'd prefer inside. This is a rerun. 100% a rerun, Jobrim. Ah, Sensei, that sounds amazing. Right? I'm saying, HD, like, Kitsu is literally one of the nicest people I've met in this game. I don't know Kitsu, like, super well, to be fair, but Kitsu's incredibly nice. You want to see pulls? Ah, that's not happening. Sorry. Oh, I hate all of TNM, so I hate her. You're right. I do. It's not that. at all. I get frustrated, and I don't make any secret of this. I get frustrated with the top three, four, five factions in general, just because of the way it works to compete, and it's not their fault. Like, I get why they do it. Rewards are awesome, and there's a ton of good people in them. I just get sometimes frustrated with it, and it's not really fair on my part. What I do is much like I don't think I'm a good faction mate, straight up. I've said this before, I mean it. Because I'm not thinking of the faction first when I'm doing a video or stuff like that. A lot of times if I do a video, it wouldn't necessarily help my faction, because it's if it's something I know and other people don't, technically it probably hurt my faction because I could just share it with them and not other people. Does that make sense? So, and in a lot of ways, I think there are times when I am actually not a good faction mate. Um, and I don't think any side is wrong or a wrong way of playing. I did not, Scon. That's awesome. Yeah, yes and no though. But like in my case, yes, Dave. But like in a regular player's place, that isn't accurate. The greater good would be serving their faction, right? Like, you know what I mean? So it's not a fair comparison. I don't think. And like, yeah. So, and there are people like that do crazy stuff for their faction in those factions that I would never do, right? Like, I know people that how many hey Bob, SP8, you guys, how many Evo? How many people in your faction yes, Grinded. How many people in your faction freaking leveled up Trickster Cena? I bet it was more than a couple. How many do you know about how many people leveled up Zombie Cena in TNM? Or if you're in Woken or 5SP, guilty. What I bet you guys had at least Jason, which faction are you in? I think we had one in 1%. For you had a dozen? Yeah, I think we had one in 1%, and I wasn't one of them. Trickster's my lowest tokens. I wanted to take all E up. I wasn't, no, right? So my point is that you can make a case that those people that did that accurately make a case they're much less selfish than I am, right? They're much better faction mates than I am. You had three, Sean? Yeah. And I would be surprised if I would bet you the top three factions in general, maybe not across the board, probably had the most people take Zombie Cena up. And that's a pretty selfless move for the people that did that, right? So don't think just because sometimes I get maybe frustrated with some of the way things work, doesn't mean I'm saying I'm right, they're better or worse, or I'm better or worse, right? Because there are a lot of people that play super selflessly in those factions to help them achieve their goals. And it's really easy to hate on top factions because they consistently do well, but they consistently do well because they have more people doing their part consistently than other people, right? So there's a lot of really good things about them too. And I don't always do a good job about talking about that. If I had enough tokens, Baby Ice, I would have. Um, okay, okay, Evo. Suffering then? You just too Bob. Yeah, Yojo, you were in TNM too for a while, right? I was, you were, and I left on good terms. We're like, they didn't kick me out, or I don't think you guys did, if I remember right. I could be lying there, or any of that. There's a ton of good people in TNM, so so you know, and like I said, a lot of selfless people that do stuff I would not be willing to do. Baby Ice, I would have if I had a bunch of extra tokens. Not if I had just enough, but if I had a bunch. So here, let me here. Let me show you. Let's go. Let me show you. Because this is actually good conversation, in my opinion. For the record, I think it was terrible. They required Cena to be 6-star silver. If he had a good training ability or something, but here's my guitars, right? My next lowest of diamond or whatever these are is whistles at 98. If I had 98 guitars, yeah, I would have taken Cena. But then after taking Cena up, if there's only a few people, dear Lord, how long did those guys have to play? Like, I think Richard in 1%, I think that guy had played like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I carried a bunch. Like, the first day, I think I played like 6 to 8 hours of boss battle. And second day, I didn't play much at all. And I felt like I did my part playing like 6 to 8 hours or whatever, but Richard went way above and beyond, right? So much, much more selfless than I am. And people that are willing to do that, there's a lot of really good people in a lot of factions, but yeah. Yeah, Trickster tokens are my lowest by far, but also I think Trickster might have the most good trainers. I feel like everyone that's a Trickster is a good trainer. Like, how many amazing trainers are in Trickster, so you end up having to level them up? I got lots of chairs, Noah, yeah. Like, fighter or trainer, right? Really good, really good, really good, pretty good, really good, really good. Trainer's really good, really good, really good. Amazing trainer, amazing, really good trainer, really good trainer. Um, Solid trainer, good trainer, amazing trainer, good trainer. Ace Hall of Fame doesn't matter. Good trainer, good trainer, good trainer, good trainer, good trainer now. Really good trainer. I mean, good trainer. There's just, I mean, like, good trainer, right? It just keeps going and going and going. It's just, you, so it's hard to, like, as soon as you get Trickster tokens, you're like, okay, I got somebody I gotta level up. Yeah. Trickster, that's, I think, why so many of us are low on Trickster tokens, personally. That's my take on it. It's because there's so many good trainers. Majority of my prize wall medallions. Yeah, yeah, it's hard not to, L-Boy, for sure. What are you guys spending the bulk of yours? That's Evo, that's your ult. What do you guys spend the bulk of your prize wall currency on these days? Is it the emeralds? Also, for those of you that normally have Flash Feud middle bonus, does it feel awfully early to require Rizar for friggin' Flash Feuds to anyone else? Is Feud Prep even up yet? Is anyone even close to him that didn't bag pull him? I mean, like, I'm usually a long way. I'm not anywhere near having Rizar. Like, there's no way. It ain't happening. Tokens, diamond props, Evo tokens, strap parts. You think it's average timing? Yeah, maybe it's because we've had so many 5-weekers. You guys might be right. That could be. Yeah, shards I'm lower on too, for sure. You think it's average Evo? Okay. Like, usually I max the MLC before I shard recruit, but I'm not even close to maxing. And shard wise, oh, nice, Gungy. You're gonna make it. I'm at 3K of 5K. Really, Evo? Nice, okay. Which perks, Beluski? Tour perks are difficult to max a lot of times. CSS is definitely rough. I feel like Evo the first week, like there is a ton of Rizar or Chase shards for sale, and the people that go big on week one usually can shard recruit them pretty fast if that mean like they're doing some serious whaling, right? I don't know if that's true. Well, I don't remember the last time Logan was a CSS for sure, Baby Ice, but he's one of one for Logan, so that probably helps. Sounds accurate. Gotcha. We'll see how the scoring is. Hopefully, you can make up for missing CSS. The CSS list is pretty rough. He might have been for a midweek, Baby Ice. I think you're right. Yes, you're right. Before that, I can't. That shows you how good my memory is. Logan's really good as a trainer, and he's got some good move sets. One is really random, and one of them, is really clicky, I guess is the right word. But I think a lot of people actually like using him. I have never used him much, full disclosure. About CSS, yeah, that's definitely a thing for sure. CSS has been 100% brutal, like absolutely brutal. We'll see how it goes this Flash feud. I'm missing 3 or 4, so if I'm missing 3, I think it's 3. It could be 4. If I'm missing 3, that means people are missing a lot usually. Um, I'm assuming most people are missing a lot. My closest shard recruit is someone I could never get. I'm 1,999 shards of 2K on King Macho. I'm 1 shard away from King Macho. Yeah, and I'll never be able to get him because he's not in the game anymore. So that's my closest shard recruit. But that's okay. Yeah, oh boy, definitely. Yeah, so it used to be like you might need the CSS from this month, next month in their respective event, right? So like if this month Cross was Showdown, you'd need him in next month's Showdown, but not necessarily in the next feud. And like Dudley's, how many times were Dudley's required last month on their release month? It felt like they were required in every single event, the new Dudleys and even some of the old Dudleys. Um, it seemed like that got ratcheted up through the moon, requiring them. But what superstars I'm close on? 815 on him, 1815 on him, still 400 away from him. Yeah, Bray too, absolutely. Not really close on the ones. Not really close on Cargill. Close on Sean finally. Bammer's getting there. Nice, Baby Ice. They're both really good. Nowhere near Fatu. I have 10 shards. Never get him. Is that why everyone's saying to the moon? Did Cameron Grimes get gone? Get what's future endeavored? Oh, I like Cameron Grimes. They weren't doing anything with him. That's sad. Though, but they weren't doing anything with him, so I hope he does well wherever he lands. He's fun. Really? He was? I believe it. He just seems like he really enjoys wrestling, and he's like second or third generation, yeah? Probably Baby Ice. So that's my shard counts. This one's super close. I mean, he'll fit in well in TNA for sure. Not that close. And then Cross is 1200 of freaking for a showdown guy. I think people really like Cameron Grimes, to be honest. I just don't. I feel like he just never got used well enough for how good he was. Von Wagner's gone. You know, I didn't like Von Wagner, but he started to get really a lot more entertaining towards the end. Like, pretty enjoyable, actually. Sensei, I could see that being an absolute thing. Yeah, IK, I definitely can't get him. He'd probably do well in Japan, I would imagine. Does anyone know, is it verified if Rowan is coming back with Bo or Taylor, I mean, Taylor Rotunda, is Rowan coming back? Is that rumor true? I didn't watch Raw yet. Not spoiler. I haven't seen Raw yet. I saw that they've been having the QR thing again. He supposedly is awesome. I'd be hyped for that. And didn't somebody say what's his face? The dude that did the that just came back, I think he what is his name? Dylan? I don't know him actually, other than streaming with like Chugs and those guys. Is it Ty Dillon? Or with Breeze? Tyler Breeze. He streamed with Tyler Breeze or something, I think. Ty Dillon. Is he one of the other ones they're rumored to be the Wyatt Six? Oh, Sean Spears. Yeah, that one. I was thinking Ty Dillinger for some reason. Is Sean Spears and Ty Dillinger the same person? I don't know. It is the same person. Okay. Yeah, that one then. Cool. Yeah, people were saying that Spears might be end up being part of it too, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. Yeah, Baby Ice, that makes sense. That'd be pretty cool. I'm definitely excited in general if they bring back that whole I'm doing well, T Unit. Thanks for showing up. I feel the love today. A lot of people showed up today, which I super appreciate. But if they do it well, I really would like. I'm kind of excited, super excited for that because have you guys followed the Dreadmere channel on YouTube? Dreadmere, I guess, not Dreadmere, Dreadmere. Gotcha, Anton. Yeah, yeah. I also am super digging the filming in backstage, like when they filmed Sammy's entrance to the ring from the stadium, outside the stadium, all the way in. I thought that was like amazing. Yeah, those are awesome. Fifth Element. Let me link you guys if you haven't and you love like the Bray stuff at all, like at all. You should really watch the Dreadmare stuff. It's Taylor Rotunda, Bo Dallas doing them. Oh, not my channel. No one cares. I'm talking about something important. I'll send you guys the link. It's really entertaining. That's Dreadmare. 100% worth checking out if you like the Bray stuff. Yeah, Country Rules. They've been really creative. I've just been enjoying it. What they're doing. Definitely enjoying it a lot. It's fun to watch. It feels like almost a whole new product with the different shots and the views and all that stuff. It's really well done. I got emotional when Sammy came in though, not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. Right, Sean? 100%. It feels like it's kind of amazing what happens when you stop stifling creativity. KO is awesome in general. Gable at Baby Ice. Gable is heel. Chef's kiss. Let's get the creeds in with him. You're about who's what? Where was he wrestling previously, Zando? Is he pretty good? And how is he related? Sensei, you think he's good? Yeah. How is he related? Is he like cousin of Roman or something like that, or the Usos, or is he a brother somewhere in there? And is yeah, I remember Zandel. Is Tama Tonga actually Haku's? Did I say his name right? Is he actually Haku's son, like for real, or is that kayfabe? Ah, boy, 33 spec. I think it's completely random. Adopted son. Oh, cool. How old they adopt him at? Like young or like adult or nephew? Adopted son. Really? Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Kayfabe Israel. 33 spec. They're kind of random, but basically, I think you can assume maybe 200 per bag. So see how many bags you have left in the milestone, and then multiply it by 200. I think would be fairly good guesstimate. Um, right? You seem to get about like 150 to 200 per one of these. Ah, thanks, Jackie. I did not know that. There oh, but apparently like the entire family wrestles. That's pretty cool. Like literally the entire family. Oh, right on. Okay, Ken. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, and they don't need a title for it. Like that's the best part. War games would be awesome. I mean, that seems like probably a fair estimate, 33 spec. Probably. That seems like probably a fair one. I think I have spent, so I'm farther ahead on milestones. So but I haven't spent to get a lot of extra currency yet because you can straight buy currency, right? I did do a pull that got I think like 2K prize wall currency. Thank you, Zandel. I will definitely check that out. Um, but you can see I'm here, so kind of minus 2K ish from where I'm at, and then add let's say like 800, let's say like 1800. So basically, probably where I'm at now, give or take a K ish, if you get the free milestones, would be a good estimate ish. Don't quote me, okay? Like, because it's super random, but I would guess about where I'm at now ish. Yeah, somewhere between, I'd say somewhere between 6 and 10K, probably. Seems an accurate assessment, depending on RNG. That's a pretty broad range, but probably somewhere in there if you get the free milestones. And Baby Ice, that would actually be pretty cool. Is Roman doing a movie right now? What movie? Yeah. Yes, I did. Here. I'm excited for that. I have to mess around with him a lot now. I did not get it from the prize wall. Sensei, I pulled it. No, I haven't done my blitzes yet. Yeah. I think I took a screenshot. I think it was on a 4 pull of the Screamium when I got it. Give me a second, I'll tell you. Oh, no, no, no. Don't open the game on my phone. No. It'll kill my... Yeah, that. Let me see if I took a screenshot. I usually don't advertise what I get in pulls too much. Sometimes I do. But... gallery. Yeah, it was a 4 pull. I'll I'll actually post it if you want to see it. What was Joe doing for Roman doing for a movie? I missed that. It's a... That's hilarious, Gumsy. Ah, gotcha. IK didn't say what. Seth playing Captain America in a movie? That would be news to me. Oh, that sucks, Baby Ice. I'll show you. All tokens. I'll pull it up for you. Nice, Lux. He's really good. Dude, that's awesome, Sensei. One second, guys. I gotta send this to... I'll send it to Zandel and then pull it up on screen. Should be an easier way to do this. There probably is. Also, it's really warm up here today. Who would be a wrestler that's never been WWE? Shark Boy. Huh. L-Boy. So, I'm gonna be honest with you, L-Boy. I like wrestling a lot, but I don't watch very much or any indie stuff really. Um, which is probably a shame as much as I enjoy wrestling, so I haven't watched a lot. So I don't know if I have a good compelling answer for you, to be honest. Most of the people um I've watched was during their time in WWE or WCW or ECW. Then I became interested in them. And I think most people have crossed through all three of those that I know of. I guess Will Ospreay would be pretty cool. I don't think he's done anything WWE. I would say Zack Sabre Jr., but he did the Cruiserweight Classic. So doesn't seem like that would be the one. Um, there you go. That was my pull. Too bad those trucks weren't trickster tokens. What's 5K? Like a 5-star bronze? Gotcha, Gumsy. I don't know anything about him. I've just seen some matches. And it looked like it would be pretty, like, him wrestling like Seth, I feel like would be a pretty good match. Um, but Seth and most people, you know. MJF probably. I think MJF would be awesome in the WWE. I don't think he's ever done anything WWE, so MJF would probably be really cool. Good heels are always welcome in my opinion. So MJF was security? Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. He was in NXT? Okay. Did not know that. Um Yeah, I don't think I'm good for that answer. So unfortunately. Thanks, baby ice. Really? Well, I mean, people miss all the time, right? So maybe he didn't have it factor then. He's definitely got heal factor. Noah, I feel like someone else has told me this before. I'm trying. Does anyone in chat know? I feel like someone's had this issue before, and there's a solution to it, but I don't remember what that was. If anyone, Noah said he keeps trying to upgrade a character to 6-star bronze, and it keeps giving him an error, and he has the tokens and the shards. I feel like I've had somebody ask me this before, and I cannot remember what the fix was, but I'm pretty sure. So, up to a point, I would probably run him this way. Manually select shards. There, thanks, ProFresh. Noah, try what ProFresh said. Manually turn it off and back on. Okay. Thanks, guys. I feel like I would probably try running him this way with my roster. That's a bug that happens, Jason. I've heard of that a lot. I think so, Sean. Yeah. I think that sounds right in my memory. But for those asking about Balor, I would probably do the bleed on all the lower stuff, and then I probably there'd be some nodes I think I would just end up skipping because I don't know if the headache would be worth it. This is assuming you don't have a drip maker, of course. If you have a drip maker, that's the answer. But this and a lot of props. I bet, Baloo. So technically that's 200k damage in one go. Probably the best you're getting out of him. And then a flat green move damage medal if you can. I of course don't has that. I don't have it unlocked, but I would probably run this with these props here. Oh, what do we got? Oh dear lord. Well, that does get you the solo points, so let's not do that one. This is Boogeyman, I think, would be the one. Boy, I think they were trying to give him bonus for being CSS. For some reason, he ended up 99. So Boogeyman would be rough. Um, I would honestly actually, yeah, I would try it actually with Hollywood's a good shout. And yeah, We the One shards are a good price, absolutely. Hollywood's a good shout, and then you could use the make blue gem prop and charge your moves way faster. Um, or make green gems, I'm sorry. This one, here, which I don't know how many people have this prop, but it's been a boss reward one, I think. Yeah, the shards are awesome if you're close to them, Ken. If you're not close to them, then you're like, not as exciting, you know? That's kind of how that works. It's weird, right? Like a lot of times in event, I feel like feels like a really good event when you're close to someone or you get someone, and when you don't, you're like, oh, this event sucks. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's really subjective based, and this is for me too. Like I'm being serious here. Like it's really subjective on what I don't have and what I can get. But yeah. So this is a horrible board. Honestly, if I got this board trying to do this with Balor, I would do this. I wouldn't even keep playing it. I'd start it over. Like I'm looking for a really good board to start with this, or at least a green match to see if I can get rolling in some fashion. You know what I mean? Why am I doing this on my account? I couldn't tell you, but here we are. Again, I feel like this is pretty sucky. We do have a purple match though, but he's probably going to get a red right out of the gate. So again, not ideal. I feel like this is also not ideal. So I'd probably also restart this one. Yeah, I'd add a timer country rules. It ended a day after the event, like most prize wells do. This one is kind of great. We have a green match. Doesn't look like he should get a, except a black gem is going to fall. Uh, Luckily, I procced my skip turn. But the game loves to do that. If I had a green match, I would not use the destroy. I have a purple match. I'm going to call that good enough and hold the destroy. Oh, don't expect to get Indy. She was a zero shard release. Indy's not going to show up anywhere, bud. Like, you're not zero shard release unless you get lucky on a super low odds pull. You don't ever get those one shards, myself included. Those zero shard recruits, they take years and years, and maybe not even then. That's just not happening. He just does no damage whatsoever. But I would take the green match every time. You can see we're going nowhere on this. Uh, full, full disclosure, I assume I won't ever get a zero shard release. It works out that I sometimes do. And then he got the 5 match, so now we're going to eat it to the face. There really probably isn't a great way of doing this. It's favorable to need event after event for rarest. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. No, that's pretty rough. I'm happy for people when they get stuff. Actually, at least somebody got indie. Yeah, guys, like really? Oof. We were getting nowhere with the bleed. Hmm. He does have a sub, right? It would take forever. Leech gems of what strength? It's nice, it tells us. Lovely. Yeah, it makes leech gems, we just don't know what strength. Probably similar to that. I like subs for toolers usually. I just don't like them for feud. I love them for tours though. I'm super lazy, so I do love them for tours. Really? I'll report it if it doesn't actually turn them into leech gems of strength, and we'll see if we can get it fixed. Usually they can fix it pretty fast if Chappie's still at work. He probably isn't today. Let me screenshot that. If it doesn't work, it'll be fixed probably by tomorrow morning, probably. If Chappie's still at work, it gets fixed like usually edit and paint. Usually in like minutes often. That dude's on top of it. Okay, let's find out. I don't directly talk to Chappie, by the way. So don't let me give the that's usually a Loke issue, Ken. If I understand it correctly. When they say Loke issue, it's something wrong in the text, and they just need to change the text and it works. Some issues, it's a much deeper problem, and you can't just change the text and fix it. So the reason why something like this can be fixed, if I understand correctly, and I'm not a dev, and I don't work for Scopely, so I could completely be wrong, but from what I've picked up, they call it a Loc issue, LOC, and it seems like they can simply, if something in the text is missing and needs changed, and they can fix it. Don't quote me for sure, but as far as I understand, that's why those things can be fixed quickly. I could be wrong. It would not be the first time. It won't be the last time. Also, he's 5-star bronze. That's not doing us any favors. Guess we'll take the green match. At least we did 100k gem damage. Oh. Let's find out. All right, let's see if we heal here when I swipe the yellow, the blue and green. See if I heal. 631277. Looks like I healed. Yeah, I healed there. So the text is missing the damage, which I can still report, but it does look like I healed. You need that sub. Silence. Let's put these on red gems. I will report the missing description though. What will every complaint I send, they just give me 500 health packs. What's your complaint about? Like, I don't, I don't know anything about support, so take that with a grain of salt. Push this before I forget. All right. I mentioned the move thing, not having a whatever. Yeah, the leeches don't heal for a heck of a lot, though, do they? This would take forever, and you're definitely cash kicking out. I feel like. Also, I should have taken the black match. Holy cascade, probably, and not the green. Yeah, 30k heals are tiny. Showboat Scene is a really useful trainer. Really useful trainer. Yeah, I think if you're going to try and do this, you're just in for a heck of a lot of pain. I don't, for the little amount of bonus points, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest, but yeah. Yeah, if you don't have Z-Ray, Yojo. I don't know if I would. Well, I'd probably take him gold, for sure. And I just don't know if I would care beyond that, because it's pretty brutal. And you gotta use your prop here, for sure. Because if he gets that move off, you're dead. Probably gonna die anyway. Because these leeches just don't heal much. I would try to silence every red gem you can. Yeah, exactly, Baloo. I think it's doable with like a cash kick out or taking him to 5-star gold. It's probably doable because what we got him over 1 million down at this point, right? So I do think it's doable. He keeps cascading though, so now I'm dead. Like, yeah, you're not gonna probably do it at 5-star bronze health because eventually you'll hit a cascade, right? Gosh, the freebies used to suck. You imagine a freebie like this today? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't have anything like particularly good. Legion of Doom is persona non grata with WWE, so they can't really add him. Legion of Doom. Oh, yeah, it like Boy agreed. If you only have a few props, it's not worth it for the few points you're gonna get. That is likely maybe not make a difference in a milestone anyway. He was okay, as I recall. The bleed was okay at like 5-star. I recall him being okay, but I don't feel like he was good? Question mark. but I could be wrong. Now he just feels terrible. Like, yeah. Uh, you guys, did you guys see my talent up video? I did this today, but I almost have enough for her second gear. So, well, I have enough for a second gear, the cheap one. I just need it to show up. I did this today. That's not the right store. What's up, Arcade? I see what you did with your name, by the way. Nice, Baloo. That is lucky. I've never been so interested in claiming my faction bags. Never been so interested in claiming my faction bags as now. I wasn't always like super great at claiming them daily. I was like, do I care about clicking these buttons? I would sometimes, but not all the time. Now I'm like religiously checking. Like, I need this 500 currency, so I can get all Charlotte's gears in 3 months, right? So I have 515K. I have enough for the Royal Rumble one. It's 511, I think. So I can get that one. But I can't afford this one. And once she has 2 gears, she's workable. Probably Yojo. But she can run with 2 gears, but I really want 3. This one will take me about another 2 months, I think, to save up for. I think 2 months. But playable with 2. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to that one, so. I really gotta pee. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Thank you guys for putting up with my crap today. Um, you know, for anyone that I offended, it probably wasn't on purpose, I think. I don't think I got mad. Yeah, all 3 gears are in there, 33 spec. I don't think I got mad at anyone in specific. I just mad at the situation. It bothers me when people are upset. So, yeah. Ideally, it's fixed right away. Waiting a while doesn't help it. It's pretty cool. We got somebody without a waller, so that's awesome. But yeah, thanks for showing up, guys, hanging out. Next Monday, Tuesday, we should get back to roster review. I'm sure DJ will be streaming tomorrow night. I just want to play the game and have fun generally. That's what I want to do. But yeah, thanks. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna play some of my Vikings game and World of Tanks, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get some food. I'm hungry too. Holy crap, I'm but yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Maybe I'll try to do giveaways more often. Not every time, but maybe more often. Like maybe I could give away like metal bits. I wonder if he'd let me give away metal bits. There's never enough metal bits, right? And everyone can use metal bits. Hmm. Food for thought. I'll ask it. Anyway, thanks guys. Take care. Yeah, plate. He won't let me give away plate currency swaps, for sure. That won't happen. Yeah, I still want more strap parts, but strap parts are much better now than metal bits, Sensei, for sure. For sure. That's why I said. That's why I was thinking, man. What would I really like could potentially help whoever wins it? And strap parts, or I mean, metal bits would really help. Like a couple million metal bits or something would be like hitting the lottery. I could level maybe 2 to 5 metals depending on luck to max. That would be cool. I don't know if I can even. I'll think about it. All right, guys. Thank you again. Have a good night. Good luck with your zombie stuffs. Peace.